Meeting were sent out. You had your chance to review them. Any questions?
You got it in front of you. It's just
Linda spoke to this, how the reorganization would be and how it would affect all of us. And I'm not too sure anyone knows for sure how it's going to affect us, but there is seen this map. But I mean, we're talking, our region goes all the way over to Philadelphia. So it's a very large area, and we'll have to see what happens with all of this. I guess
I'm actually more concerned, Carol, with the central region that goes.
Are regions that are even larger, and the reason why those regions seem so large geographically, like the central region that Debbie spoke to a couple minutes ago, is because the number of people in staff in each of those offices is much smaller than our condensed and our larger offices that we have here in the present capital region in Southeast. So,
I said, Junior, don't get all wound up about it. I'm still waiting for my rebate from 1971.
Would you mind explaining again?
The fair funds were used by county, especially by Lebanon County's FFA chapter. They would use the funds to actually support different prizes or awards that were given throughout the school year. Any of the career development events they did, any of the activities at the fair, that was all paid for. The prize money, first, second, third, I think fifth place was all paid for out of that funding. And if it's not there, and the students will not receive any funding or receive any money for their achievements. So it's the same thing. Rural youth grants are also in there, and they've been cut entirely too. And ag programs across the state have been using those in the high schools to support programs or support equipment they couldn't purchase through school funding. And if they don't have that, I don't know what the ag programs are going to do either in order to keep enhancing their programs and continuing in the future.
It's so sad.
Group of agencies from the county that Martha and I work with, FSA and conservation from this building, as well as Farm Bureau.
I think Cedar Crest FFA helped with that.
Cedar Crest FFA, Cedar Crest Young Farmers. No, not Cedar Crest FFA.
The Young
sorry,
Farmers,
just the Young
yeah.
Farmers. I'm picturing the people around the Lebanon Valley Chamber of Commerce Ag Group, Safe Kids Lebanon County,
Eastern Lebanon County FFA.
East Elko FFA helped the last 2 years. The nurse from Department of Health also. I think that's about.
No idea whatsoever.
No, we'll have our meeting in 2 weeks, so.
How much dollar-wise does it affect your group?
Well,
It's
it paid for most
100%
of the
cut out,
premiums.
right?
It paid for the premiums, for most of the
And
premiums.
how much, I mean, put a quantify that. How much?
That's when, we get 29,000.
29,000.
so you wouldn't get any. You wouldn't get not.
There's, if we get half, we'll be lucky.
Yes, I think Robin would agree. There is going to be a fair.
Yes, there will be
Everything
a
is going
fair.
to go on as normal. We don't know all the answers. We have all the answers yet as far as the money goes. But Robin would agree. There is going to be a fair.
Yes, there will be
Everything
a
is going
fair.
to go on as normal. We don't know all the answers. We have all the answers yet as far as the money goes. But everything is going to happen.
But we're gonna figure something out.
People on board with this current information related to composting and some of the regulations that may be coming down the pike in different
Do you
states.
want to qualify that? They know it's mortality composting.
Yes, mortality composting, and the reason that is becoming an issue is because rendering options, especially in Pennsylvania, are no longer available. The new federal regulations from USDA stated that for bovine species, they had to be under 30 months of age, as well as what they call specific risk materials had to be removed from the carcass before it could be rendered. With that decision, the local regional renderer decided that they are not picking up any bovine carcasses effective at the end of April. So actually it was at the end of April and when the federal regulations went into play. So for about a month and a half, 2 months now, dairy producers have had only 3 other options that are approved by the state for their mortality disposals, and that is incineration, composting, and burial.
do this, so she can go or explain this paper, or what do you think?
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Okay. The left column, you will see, this is what we had projected at the beginning of the year for our budget. And the center column is actual totals then that we had in our checking account. The beginning of the year, you'll see.
Which is Lebanon and Berks counties. We got $800,000 of financial assistance for the entire watershed. And so far in Lebanon County, we've approved 2 contracts for $110,000. And then we have another potential applicant that we've got to go out and do a field visit and everything and see what the outcome can be on that one. If the
I don't know, that's the board's decision on how we want to evaluate that, because if there is a matching grant, it's almost always, well, we're writing our own time off.
This evening, Jeff Werner, Daniel Sensenig, Elvin Nolt, Dale Brubaker, Mock Farm, and Swatera Swine. Variety of operations there, ranging from volunteers to CAOs and CAFOs. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
There's no questions, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Moved and seconded, all those in favor give their consent by saying aye. Opposed?
That I think would be the best for us to suggest.
Seconded, all those in favor give their consent by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Participation in this. I know you and I had talked, and I think you're gonna.
In the rebate program or in the?
No, in this whole renewal, you're gonna
We
consult
invite the
with them
haulers.
or invite them.
We invite the haulers to the meeting.